my father would tell you when I was 5 years old. I said, I'm going to be a soldier. And he says, I'm the only kid he ever knew that knew what he wanted to do when he was 5 years old and did it, you know.
And what's your name?
I'm Greg Darbone. I live in Brookline, New Hampshire.
When did you move to Brookline?
In 1996, we moved here in August of 1996 from Alaska.
Oh, wow.
So I'm not one of those Massachusetts people, you know.
So what made you choose?
Well, the Army made that decision for me. I was up in Alaska. I was the deputy brigade commander of the unit up there. And it was time for a new assignment. And I knew that my next assignment, I would retire from the Army. And if I moved someplace and didn't like it, well, I'd take another assignment until we found a place we liked. So we kind of narrowed down what we wanted in life after the Army. And then I negotiated with the Pentagon for about 6 months. They finally went and said, look, you either take an assignment in Maryland at Fort Meade, take care of the Guard and Reserve there, or you take it at Fort Devens. And oh, by the way, Devens is closed, so you're gonna have to live in the civilian community. We didn't care, about that part of it. So we made a decision that Maryland was a little too crowded and we'd move to this area. A friend of ours said, hey, why don't you check out the southern New Hampshire area, like in Hollis, Brookline. And my wife came here in March of 1996 and went to all the local schools. She walked into the Hollis Brookline High School at the time. And as soon as she walked in, one of the kids stopped her, said, excuse me, ma'am, you look like you're lost. Can I help you? And my wife said right then and there, she goes, this is where our kids are going to school. One thing I'll bring up is, Michael Durant, if you remember the Black Hawk Down incident and all that. Michael Durant's from New Hampshire. And one of the things, people were calling him a hero. He says, I'm not a hero, but I served in the company of heroes. And that's really how I feel. I've served with guys who are just unbelievable Americans and of all flavors, not just race, but even we had a guy who was from Ireland, who was in the 82nd Airborne Division, and he lived in the United States, was in the 82nd, and his family lived in Ireland, so he spent most of his time away, but he was just as hard as woodpecker lips, as we like to say, in the Airborne. But yeah, I've served with a lot of brave guys, and I've watched them do those things, and it's humbling.
To you?
A hero to me, somebody who does the hard thing and makes it look easy, stands up for people, or does something that, in the middle of a firefight, gets up and, dashes across where bullets are flying all around him, comes back and, yeah, I just did it because it needed to be done. That's a hero to me. So,
Heroes.
yeah, and and most the true heroes I know never brag about it. They don't want the recognition. They're just like, hey, I did what I needed to do. I was doing my job. And those are the true heroes. Those who like to brag and show off, I go, you're not a real hero. So.
Thank you, Greg.
Right.